Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be making cake, and this is everything I'll be needing for the cake. So sorry, this video will be very chaotic and I might forget to mention some things, so please, I beg to be pardoned. So this is my butter. It's 250 gram, I'm sorry. And then after the butter, I'll go ahead to make butter my pan. You have to just butter your pan down. I just felt like I should do that before I proceed with any order of the day. So firstly, you butter your pan and then you use a little dry flour to wrap around it, so that it make it look dry. So that was Further, we proceed to our sugar. I'll be using 1.5 cup of this peak milk sugar. This is actually a peak milk tin, so you can use it for your measurement. This is what I use for mine. So use 1.5 cup of it, and then after the measurements, we go ahead and mix our butter, 250 gram, just the butter alone. Just mix it alone, just to make it soften it a little bit. The butter was kind of hard, so just mix it so that it will soften it a little bit. Then you pour your sugar inside. I'm so sorry, I thought the video where I poured the sugar was here, but it wasn't here actually. So this is when the sugar was already inside the butter, and you have to mix it very well. This is actually not an easy job. You have to eat very well before you tried it, because it wasn't so easy. It was stressful. Spent almost 30 minutes on this, or more than that, safe. So this is how you know it's ready, when you bring it out and it's dropped, so you know it's ready. So then I proceeded to my egg. I'll be using 5 eggs like I said earlier. Sorry for the shell, I removed it. After this egg, after breaking the 5 eggs, you now whisk it. Sorry, I didn't have whisker, so I used fork, and I had to make sure it mixes very well, because there will not be chance to be mixing my batter a lot. So after that, it was ready. Poured the egg inside the butter, and as I poured it, I have to mix it very well. You make sure it is so fluffy when mixing it. It's going to look, so okay, my batter is ready for my flour to go into it. I'm so sorry, I used 2.5 cup of peak milk tin for the measurement of my flour. I thought it was here. I thought I put the very, but I'm so sorry, I beg to be pardoned. Like I said, it's going to be a very chaotic video, so sorry. Baking powder and nutmeg, and then I added a flour. I had to mix. After adding it, you have to mix the flour very well, and then I now added milk flavor. I think maybe it's a milk flavor. I actually forgotten the name. It's the cake woman that gave it to me. She was like, it's used for cake, since I'm a first timer, so she gave me most of those things. So, and then after that, you have to mix it inside your batter. You have to mix your flour, pour some part of flour inside, and then some part of your Hollandia evap milk inside it, and mix it very well. I did it for like 4 times, because the flour was so much, so that was the 4th time. And then this is the last time that I will be mixing it, and then you can see my Hollandia evap inside. And when you know it's ready, time to pour it inside our pan. You can see how the pan is looking so neat, and then it's sitting so pretty without any lump, so fluffy. And then after pouring everything inside, you don't have to hit it on the ground, like you have to hit it to make all the hair escape. I think that is actually why we have to do this. So you hit it until you are certain that it is ready to go into the fire or oven. Cake, so now it's ready, so I'll cover it with a newspaper, since that is what I'll be using, and then I'll go and prepare my pot. This is what I'm using. I'm using sand inside the pot, and then I'm using thick carton to cover it, so to prevent the sand from getting anywhere closer to the cake. This was before, and this is after I've put it on the fire, and the pot was already very hot. So I now had to put my cake inside the pot, and then use newspaper to cover it. You have to cover it very well, and then I now cover the pot, and I had to use stone to mount the pot, just to make sure the vapor doesn't really escape. So the cake spent spent approximately 1 hour 30 minutes on fire, because it was on a low heat. And make sure the firewood was very low on heat, because it could be very unpredictable. Just that. And then I went ahead to fetch my icing sugar. This was my icing sugar. It was 1 kg, but I divided into half, which is 500 gram. So, and I sieved it, and this is the sifter I use for my flour. I'm so sorry I didn't put the video here. I thought it was here. We're actually sieving this icing sugar, so because as I'm pouring it, you can see some lumps on it. So the lumps will actually affect it when you are trying to do your butter icing. It's going to affect it. So that's why you have to sieve it very well until it looks smooth. Our icing sugar is ready, so I go with my butter. I'm using 250 gram of butter, but out of the 250 gram, I took just 2 spoons of it just for the another color, because I'll be working with 2 colors. So you mix your butter. After mixing it, then you now be pouring. You have to mix it just to make it prepare it. You know, it's always hard, like I said earlier. Then you now start pouring your icing sugar into it bit by bit. So that is how we do it. And like I said, I'm working with 2 colors. So this was some part of the butter. This one I'll be working with a pink color. It's actually a dry color, but it gave me peach because I used just 1 dry color. And the dry color, how I did it was I put it inside a little spoon and then added a little water into it and mixed it, just a little water. So when we are done, you have to mix it very well. You can see I'm doing it bit by bit, because if you put everything together, it will be too difficult for you to take at once, and you might end up spoiling it or wasting your icing sugar. So you are doing it bit by bit, so it becomes easier for you. So when you are done doing it, pour my color into it, so you can see the color now, and then you now have to mix it very well. You have to make sure it regulates. If you don't mix it very well, you'll be seeing color in some parts and the other parts blank. So you have to make sure it does not spoil your icing for you or your butter icing for you. So I had to make sure I mixed it very well, and then this was what I got when I was so certain that it was extremely mixed. And then I now proceeded to my yellow color, because like I said, 2 colors. So this is just the normal butter and the icing sugar. There's nothing special about this one. This is just the normal color that is very common, but I just wanted 2 different colors, so I went for it. It wasn't bad as the first time I trying both colors. It was actually a huge bonus on me on my own side, so I must give it to me. And then ta-da, this was my cake. Oh my goodness, I'm actually feeling myself. Oh Lord, my cake came out so fine. Time to proceed to our butter icing. This is the nylon I use. I didn't have anything, no nozzles, nothing, whatever they call it. I use nylon throughout to decorate my cake. So guys, you guys must give it to me, because I tried, and this is what I use as my comb. I need to use this as my comb. I cut it from this disposable takeaway. So this is it. Yes, this is what I got at the end of all the struggle. After battling for how many hours, I finally arrived at this. Oh my goodness, guys, this my video should be do it yourself, because this is what they call do it yourself without any professional equipment. I actually did my best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope it will help you the way it helped me also. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye everybody.